I don't know if I'm on the air or not. This is Paul Kemp, and today I'd like to talk to you about pre-diabetes symptoms, and particularly reversing pre-diabetes symptoms. Diabetes is something that I've been living with an awareness of since I was about 10 years old, and both my grandmothers had diabetes and both died from it, I believe from a heart attack related to that. And they were wonderful, fat Southern women. As far as I know, they didn't have any bad habits, except that the way that they ate made them, and their, they were kind of, as I recall, they didn't get out and walk, they didn't get exercise, they did housework and stayed around the house. They cooked, and probably the way they ate tended to make them diabetic. These are things I absorbed, I was vaguely aware of when I was young. But anyway, when they started dying, first one when I was about 10, the next one I believe I was 12, and I found myself drawn to go to the library and start reading about strange things for a kid to be reading, but everything from yoga to diet to things about anti-aging and preserving your looks. And I wanted to get into bodybuilding, but my father rejected that, or he poo-pooed it. He was a heavy smoker. He died a few years later as a result of a heart attack, and so he was a terrible example, or a good negative example of what not to do. But he didn't live long enough to have diabetes. He didn't develop it, as far as I know, and I would have known. But he did die, and I have gone on through a long life knowing that I wanted to keep my weight down. I wanted to maintain youthfulness, and I wanted to keep doing the things that I enjoyed when I was 18 and 20. Climbing mountains, walking long distances, bicycling, mountain biking, swimming, and I wanted to stay in good shape. So I've studied this for about 40 years, and there have been symptoms developing. I'm 64 now, and finally I'm getting some pre-diabetic symptoms, especially being real sleepy after meals. And so I am hoping this video comes out. If not, it will be an audio, and I will put it together with an article I've put together for hub pages called Pre-Diabetes or Reversing Pre-Diabetes Symptoms. And there's a lot to be said, but the basics are, in my mind, exercise, good nutrition, supplementation, especially the mineral chromium, which has been shown to reverse diabetes in rats, and several researchers believe that it can be adapted for humans. Of course, the medical pharmaceutical establishment isn't interested in this because they can't get a patent on it, so they really haven't pursued it. If the money isn't there, they're not interested. And it doesn't matter that animals were cured. If they can't make money off it, you're not going to hear about it thanks to them. So, as I say, some people have developed products connected with this. There are several on the market that I've found, and that's a good supplement to add in addition to a healthy, well-rounded, largely vegetable diet. My thinking has evolved. I've been a vegetarian for years. When I was about 20, I became a vegetarian and stayed that for 8 years. Vegetarian was real flexible. I ate a lot of cheese. I still ate a lot of sweets, and just couldn't control that, and I suffered from it. But I hadn't found what would stop it. And what stops that is giving yourself all the minerals that you need to run your body. Your body doesn't run on just air and carbohydrates, fats, proteins. We need minerals. And we can make some of our vitamins, and we of course need to eat fruit and vegetables for a lot of our vitamins. But it's very important to get minerals which plants can't produce, and are becoming exceedingly scarce because of the way that we take care of our food production through commercial agriculture. So my life has been a long search of avoiding diabetes and how to do it. And keeping your weight down is a good start. A lot of people don't achieve the discipline to do this, and a lot of it, I believe, is that our food it's factory made now. It's made, they have research teams, they do focus groups of people, and they interview heavy users of their foods. And when they say, bet you can't eat just one potato chip, they have a good reason to be confident that you can't eat just one, because they're designed to be addictive. They're in the business of selling food. They're not in the business of helping you to be healthy. So a lot of our food is engineered. It's like a designer drug that is created to create addiction to that particular unique flavor, much of which is created by things that they ironically call natural flavors, but that's a term that is used along with the MSG and all the isolated soy protein. A lot of these things are all excitotoxins, which are nerve poisons, brain poisons, and they probably explain a lot of the defective humans we have running around, the people that murder large groups of people, shoot up schools. Plus, a lot of those people are on pharmaceutical drugs, and that's been found, but it's suppressed because the drug makers have a lot of money. They do a lot of advertising, and therefore, if it makes them look bad, the press and the media know not to make their best advertiser look bad. So, the basic thing I want to say about avoiding pre-diabetes is to get your exercise. It doesn't take but 30 or 40 minutes daily, enough to break a light sweat, a brisk walk around the neighborhood. You can do more if you like, and I like to do more. I like to go for 5-mile walks and more, long bike rides. But doing the basics is just keeping your body physically active. If you don't use it, you will lose it. You'll lose that ability to move your body. You need to move. So the other thing is diet, and I have a great sympathy for animals. I I know that it's not necessary to eat animals, although some doctors, it's big now to say, well, cholesterol is good, and it may be, but it doesn't have to come from live animals. I can get plenty of cholesterol from eggs. Um, I am eating a little butter now, and it does seem to help. Cholesterol is important. Our body makes a lot of it. You definitely don't want to be taking statin drugs, which destroy your liver's ability to produce not only cholesterol, which is needed for repair of your body, and your brain. Your brain's mainly fat, and fat is in the form of cholesterol. Your cell walls, everything. I mean, we're made of cholesterol to a large degree. So don't mess with your body is one of the things I wanted to say. And your body knows what to do. It knows how to heal itself, but it's got to have the raw materials that it needs to do this. And our current diet is, like I say, it's designed in a laboratory to make you eat too much. So you need to, as much as possible, avoid processed foods, because that's where they plant the landmines, as I call them. They're hiding these little things that will cause you, excitotoxins in particular, cause you to want to eat more. You love these tastes that they've engineered. Sugar causes you to want more because it gives you a lift, and then you come right down, you crash even, and then you want to do it again. It's like an alcoholic. He gets over, he is drunk, he liked the drunk, he didn't like the hangover, so it's time to start drinking again. And Americans have largely become, in my opinion, food addicts. And it shows. 68% of us overweight or downright obese. And it's beginning to happen in children. It's not just beginning, it's well developed. So that's the basics. If you want to avoid pre-diabetes, and this is not, I'm not making this up, I'm talking from my own experience, but the CDC, I was reading this morning, Center for Disease Control, U.S., they recognize diabetes is the biggest threat to our health overall, because so many other diseases come along with it as your body breaks down. And what I want to say to you that I know that you probably don't know, because I'm 64, I'm older, and I've been through this, is that diabetes slips up on you. It's very easy to put it off and have another soft drink, keep stoking that furnace with sugar, desserts, fancy things, your fancy coffee drinks from Starbucks, full of calories, full of sugar, even fat, and you don't need all that stuff. In fact, you're better off without it, because diabetes is not a good disease to have. And pre-diabetes is nature's kind way of warning you that trouble is coming and it's time to do something about it. So I'd encourage you, listen to your body, give it the nutrition it needs, and get some exercise, get good sleep. Don't smoke, whatever you do, that's stupid. And drink very moderately, if at all, because that's a lot of calories and it's not good for your brain. It's a poison. So, enjoy, have a good life, and talk to you soon. Bye.